today's exciting YouTube stupidity, we've acquired this off a subscriber. Very nice people, and they dropped it off the other day. They were lovely, lovely bunch. Thank you very much for the acquisition. So this is a 6.2 litre GMC V8 diesel. Used to be, well, it was this is the conversion kit currently bolted to it because it was fitted in a four-door Range Rover Classic. His was B reg, wasn't it? He took this out.
No, it's older than that. I think it's old Y.
Y, was it Y? It was Y, wasn't it? Yeah. So basically, this was fitted apparently in sort of 2000 for some old lady. She never really used it, died. The Land Rover sat in the barn for 10 years. He bought the Range Rover, didn't want this, never got it going. Because, I mean, this is nearly like a ton's worth of steel and generates, according to the thing, about 115 horsepower.
Yeah.
Because there's no turbochargers, nothing. So he took this out and put 200 TDI in a LT77, I would assume, in it. I don't know, R380. Anyway, so we decided what we really need to do was buy this. And seeing as we're bored and we're waiting for Transit and Volkswagen bits, we thought it'd be a laugh to get that going.
We did.
So it hasn't started in at least 10 or 15 years. Mate, you know, it turns over, and it was running when it was put in the shed in the early 2000s. So, what we are going to need to attend to, oil cooler pipes. I've got a cunning plan, because if you come look here, there's two of them. It's engine oil cooler. So, see, he's got a banjo fitting, or not a banjo fitting, a hydraulic type fit in that end.
Yeah.
I think that if we take the end off of there
and whack it on
and
there,
screw it on there, that takes oil cooler out the loop, stops us making a horrible mess and losing all oil pressure.
Yeah.
There does appear to be, so there's two of those. We need to link that. We might even otherwise have the thing just to link them together. We'll work on that in a minute. So that's just going to attack me. We have what can only be assumed to be the wiring. That's the starter solenoid.
Yep.
Yep. We appear to have an earth lead just here.
Lovely.
So we're by nailing a battery on here.
Yep.
Yep. Now, I've got another earth lead there, but I'm not quite sure what that is. I reckon that, and possibly, we've got some fuel pipes. We found them yesterday because there's a fuel pump down there somewhere with a plastic. That's the main fuel feed. Yeah, so we'll throw that in a can of diesel.
Beautiful.
And I'm assuming that that's a breather.
That's a breather.
That's a breather, so we just poke that in there out of the way.
Perfect.
Not really terribly worried on the cooling system because we're not going to have it running very long. And I don't quite know how you turn it off. I would assume it has a fuel stop solenoid. I don't know, it's got some in there. There is a wire coming out of it there, so I reckon that's fuel stop. No. No, it could be actually, yeah, it is. It's going into the pump, so that's built into the pump. So it's got revvy
brum brum
there. And what's the worst that could go wrong? It's not got a rack pump. That would appear to look slightly like some strange rotary device. So hopefully that's not stuck wide open. And if we go click, click, and then we need to supply it with heat plug based fire.
Yep.
Don't just keep saying yes. People always tell you off when you just say yes.
They do, yes.
Yeah, just stop saying yes. Just go, Al, you're a Burke. What are you talking about?
Oh, what are you talking about?
Right, that's me. That's me fuel on, and that's me tick wire. And then I don't know. Where's the heat plug wire?
Right, coming through here.
And the heat plugs. This is
this. It's all part of that, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not. That's the heat plugs. That's not a starter solenoid. Where's the starter motor?
Right, starter motor's on this side.
Is it?
So, I've got my lookers on.
Have we got a wire? Oh no, we've got no. So we'll have to put
nothing on there.
So we need a positive wire on there, a big ugly battery, and a fuel supply. I mean, it can't escape. It might walk off a bit. So it basically has bolted to it a conversion kit for a Range Rover. So That's the old 5-speed long nose Range Rover box. That must have had a bit of shock when that was bolted on the front of it.
Yeah, I reckon.
Apparently I didn't put the turbo version on because it just snapped the input shaft off.
Oh.
So we've got an exhaust system.
We have.
Yeah, and it's about that big.
It's a tiny little pea shooter.
So I think that'll be quite a fun thing to waste an afternoon pointlessly on.
Yeah.
Seeing as we can't fit that because the belt kit hasn't turned up. And we can't fit that because we've had enough and can't get the spigot bearing has died in the new one going into trigger, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Right, let's do it, Fudgy.
Let's do it. We've got a handbrake mechanism though, Al.
Well, that'll be really helpful, Fudge.
It's on the wrong way round.
If you put the handbrake on, it won't walk off.
There you go. See, up there for dancing, down there for thinking.
Oh, I'll just take this torch that someone broke the end off of.
Who would have done that?
Who would have done a thing like that? I mean, I don't quite know what you did to that, but it's definitely.
Dropped it. I dropped it.
Did you drop it?
Well, no, to be fair, it was magnetised to a panel on a vehicle, and then it unmagnetised itself.
Fell off and the end broke.
Yeah.
Right. So, there's a trigger wire. Where's that going? That's coming here, and then there's the main starter motor power. So, it's going to all be in the strange AFs, isn't it? American fines.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's grab lots of metric spanners and just jam them on there.
I think they're only American fines up to a certain year, and then they changed to metric, don't they?
No, the Americans do imperials, don't they? Well, that's definitely a 16 or a 17. I don't know what that is. I suppose what I could do is break out my imperial spanners, isn't it?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Right, let's get a Spaniardo.
Right, let's try 11/16 of an inch. If I try 11/16 of an inch, oh, it will be 11/16 of an inch. And if you happen to spot the oil pressure sensor on your way round, I've got one here on the side of a head, but I would assume that is temperature.
Yeah.
I mean, those assumptions can be dangerous. Right. Gonna need a battery lead. What happened to the Volkswagen battery lead that we always used to use? We leave it attached to something.
I think the last time we used it is when we put that
Big Merc diesel.
big Merc diesel on the.
Right.
I think that's quite beautiful. That.
Pardon?
Look, it's got good
That work.
oil circulation going.
Right.
through there.
I reckon I'm gonna have to waller on this with a Christmas tree bit. Christmas tree bit wallering device. Where's all the wallering devices?
Doodad.
Now I've put all the effort into going and finding this stuff, it will probably bolt straight on here. Will that fit on there? No, I was correct. Wallering is needed.
Go and get old man Cush in a minute.
I could get all posh and put this in a vice, I suppose, but that'd be far too easy, wouldn't it?
Right.
See if we clearance that
I'm
enough.
assuming that the oil pressure would come from this point of the head here. So normally it'd be on the block, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but assumptions can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Like the assumption that I brought my spanner back that I needed that's just behind you over there. Can you throw me the bright blue spangly looking one up there? Because I'm suffering with me broken torch here because I can't magnetise it to anything. Right, we've got so shall we just see what size socket fits on the end of the crankshaft and be all posh and attempt to turn it over just to check it does a full revolution before we engage the starter motor?
Okay. Right. I've got a couple of spanners here, so I might cheat.
I'm going to cheat.
I'm going to cheat rather than just guess.
I'm going to go and get a big lorry battery because we do like a lorry battery.
So it's a 24mm.
Actually, I don't use a lorry battery. I've got a spare transit battery over here. I stole off that silver thing. That might do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 24. I can't even begin to figure out what that will be in American.
Right.
Right, 24 is an inch, I do believe. Was that too big?
Da-da-dee. I'm very tempted just to char on the starter motor.
Yeah?
Well, I don't know. I'm here ready to go. Come on, Fudgy.
Okay, hang on.
What size spanner do you need?
Well, I have a couple of AF sockets myself.
Oh, do you?
I do.
I have got an entire selection of them here.
Experty.
Shall I make sure it's out? I've made sure it's out of gear.
I have the correct size now.
Right, okay. Crack on then.
Right.
Anyone would think you weren't being paid to do this?
I get paid?
I'm joking.
I get paid?
Paid?
God.
God.
Right.
We'll give her a waz over and then we'll just try her after. We'll see if the starter motor functions.
Okay.
Vacuum pumps are working.
Pop. What's it? It's hitting against the viscous fan.
Ah, right, that's fine. So I was wondering what the don't noise was. Yep.
Yeah.
Shall we attempt it with a starter motor?
Okay. Hang on, let me move this fuel pipe out the way of that viscous fan.
Right. I'm going to try charring this in here and seeing what happens, all right? I can tell that the earth is on fire already because there's smoke coming off it. That's because it's not done up. It's there and it's undone. Hang on. May need...
Oh, it seems to be bleeding out from the power steering.
Ah, well, we won't worry about that because that's disconnected, isn't it?
Well, no, he's.
Yeah, but there is no.
There's no pipe work.
No, so there's nothing really we can do about that. We'll just pretend like that's fine.
Okay.
So if I do this up, it might turn over a bit faster because it'll have a better earth. Actually doing that? I don't know what's happening. I think it is. I mean, a sensible man would have used the ratchet end, but I'm not a sensible man. I'm going to continue blindly on with my open-ended spanner wedged in here. Right, that should give it a better earth that doesn't catch fire. Shall we try it again?
Okay. Ooh.
Oh.
Too much.
Right.
That's all right.
So we get this wire here. Does the fuel pump go click, click? Yes.
Yeah.
So we need fuel, and then we need to try and identify the oil sender, I think.
Yeah.
And whether I wouldn't have thought it would be this one on the back of a head. I don't know.
I mean, nothing has pumped out of here as of yet.
No, so we're going to need... I'm going to go and get some diesel.
Yep.
And then we might need an extension lead to work the heat plug, or a jump lead to work the heat plugs, because they're over there with you. That big relay.
Oh, this one. Yep.
Yeah. And I reckon we might need a bigger battery, but we can try it. See if she'll crack off. She might be enough fuel in it. Actually, we could pump some fuel into it, couldn't we? with a Jagger Dagger just to prime it.
Yeah.
Right, let's go and get diesel. My heat plug wires fell off here. I don't know what yours are like. Mine are a bit exciting. So I've found some jump leads.
Yep.
Because you get to do the excitement that's going to be doing the heat start your side. I do remember us having a much bigger and better battery somewhere, but we'll try this one see if it's got enough. Right. I have the universal transportable oil light.
Beautiful.
So in theory, if that is linked to, where do we reckon the oil supply is? What have you got? I got a sensor here.
You got a sensor. I got a hole but no sensor.
Right.
So basically, I got this doobie-doo bar.
Yeah, no, I reckon it would have had an oil light. So it must have a temperature sensor somewhere.
Unless that's the temperature sensor. Or would have been a temperature sensor.
Is that open to... Oh, yeah, I reckon that's a pipe, isn't it?
Mm.
We'll see if any oil comes huffing out of there when we start turning it over.
Yeah, well, nothing came out when you...
No, so that must be coolant, isn't it? That definitely goes straight into a head.
Yeah.
Right,
There's no oil on the end of your doodah.
No, so that must be... So I wonder if the oil pressure sensor is in the head on the opposite side, because there's nothing... Wouldn't be anything in the valley. So perhaps the oil pressure sensor is that one over there, because there's nothing on this and housing down here, is there? No. We could just assume it's got oil pressure.
No, it's not good to assume, is it?
Well, I don't know. It'd be all right, wouldn't it?
But you say you've got a switch on that side.
I've got... Well, the way of telling is that whether... Is it lit up like a Trojan now? No, there's nothing on there, see.
What's that wire coming off down there? Is that?
This one, that's the starter motor trigger.
Okay.
I can't see an oil pressure sensor. One would assume it would need to be... There's something there. Where's my torch? But no, that's it. Torch. That's alternator. I'm assuming it has an oil pressure gauge then, which might be what that thing on the front of the head your side is. That'll be quite exciting if there's nothing in there.
Oh, may I borrow the torch for a moment?
Yep, you can have that. There it is.
Yep.
I'm going to trig up a fuel supply and pump some diesel through it.
Nothing there.
So that we know to be the return. Where's the main fuel pack line? There it is. So if I pump some diesel through here using a Yakadaka pump.
Because normally the oil pressure would be coming out from this, where the oil cooler's plumbed into.
Yeah, but obviously this has been adapted to fit in a Range Rover.
Yeah.
So things may not be as they seem. I'm just going to set fire to the end of this plastic pipe because it doesn't want to give at the moment. And I think it will do by the time I've burnt it a bit.
Nice.
Oh, no, I don't think it. Right. Yeah, I think that's good. No, fun out again. Oh no, that's in there, right. So if I blow diesel everywhere now,
Yep.
that'll make everything better. And see if a load pulls out on the floor out of this return. Hang on. No, bugger. Right, no, didn't want to do that. Right, hang on. Shush, man. Not helping. Right.
Sorry, I've got to be professional.
Professional head on. There's definitely no... That's blowing diesel at it. Shall we attempt opening that? The trouble is the return will be off the injectors and the pump, so the pump would need to be
Is the
open.
return here, is it?
Yeah, we reckon so.
All right, just in case. Oh, we've got a leak coming from somewhere, or was that just what?
That's probably where I'm massively pressurising the fuel pump. Yes, which is... Oh no, the leak is coming off of a pipe just here. That.
Oh.
What is... What
That's
is
the return then.
I don't know what that is. That's me. You've got me torch. It's definitely... That smells like varnishy diesel. Yes, that is a return of some description. So have we got 2 returns and this is nothing to do with it? Yeah, no, that is not. That's going down there. That's a vacuum pump line. That's why we're not getting any fuel out of that. That's the return there. So in theory then, that's why that's spewing smelly diesel. Because we've got fuel coming around the system. So what have I done with my fuel pump wire? Can we get... Yeah. We've got some sort of toxic brown looking nastiness coming out there. Right. So in theory, it's got some description of prime.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful. Oh.
Shall I find another battery?
I think that might be the starter motor, you know. Because it can't be that flat all of a sudden, can it? Unless I've just pumped lots of diesel in the cylinders. Do you want to just put that? I can't think I can have done. Just wang it over with that bar by your foot just to check we haven't done anything stupid.
Okay.
Because we might be having starter motor issues. Right.
Yeah, no, he's not
Yeah,
too
right.
bad.
Right, let's try this again because I think that might have clicked the starter motor back into life. It's possible that battery's died. Right, let's try another battery a minute then. Perhaps we have killed that one. Now I have rejuvenated on the crap terminals inside the starter motor. Honestly, it's got one going to the brushes, then one going to the magnets, and then it's held together with a screw.
Oh.
So the screw was rubbish and it fell off, so nothing was making a contact. So there's a possibility. Let's just try it. That it might turn over, and if this dies,
Clear there.
if this dies, we are nuts, because that's the end of it. Oh. Right.
Okay.
That sounds reasonably promising. Just thinking which battery's better, because I know this one's not very good. Let's try the original one back on, because it was a bit better like that, wasn't it? I don't think it's 24 volt, it's 12. Let's try it again. Gosh, she is a whopper, isn't she?
About the same, aren't they?
Yeah, let's get a jump pack. Do you want to grab jump pack? We'll chuck that on as well.
Yep.
And then we'll see if we can make fire and noise. 2 earths. 2 earths is better than 1, isn't it?
Jumpy, jumpy.
Cool. This is going to make horrible din, isn't it? Right, let's have that one in there. Let's give it a bit of boosty back
Pull
up.
this other battery right out of the way in case she fires up and
Beats into it, I
runs it
suppose.
over.
Yeah, let's have that out of the way. I think that one's not the best. Right, we need your positive lead for hooked on for the heat plugs, don't we?
Yeah.
Bit of extra yeehaws. Right.
Right.
Fuel pump wire. So we just go for gold.
Yep. So I've
Right.
got to connect this up first.
Hang on. Where is the throttle? You might just fire and tick over, man.
Yeah.
Hang on, that's fell off. Do we need that on there? Right, go on and give us some heat.
Right.
Heating.
Heating.
Ooh. Right, heat off.
Heat off.
No, I don't think we're quite getting enough of the cranking amps, are we? Do you want to try it? Because have you got any fuel? Well, doesn't sound like this. We've got no smoke. Let's try it again. Ooh.
Heating.
Right, off with the heat.
Yep.
No smoke, is there?
Yeah.
Right, we are officially cheating.
It's not cheating.
It's not cheating when you're winning. So, we think we might happen to have converted it to 24 volts. Hopefully it doesn't blow my head off in a minute. So, we'll have the pump supply. There is a possibility it is 24 volts, and we just didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Right,
Let me
heat
know
on
when
it a bit.
Right. How long do you want me on the heat for? Just until she fires.
Go on then.
Okay.
Right.
Heating.
Heaty. Oh. Off the heat.
Off the heat.
What a slightly warm starter motor that. I don't think it liked that very much. We have got smoke.
We have.
Do we try? I know it's not very nice, but we can try some yeehaw spray. I'm quite surprised it hasn't fired already, to be honest, because it's producing enough smoke. Just a little bit of yeehaw spray.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Right, where's my fuel pump wiring gone? I'm going to clip that on there. That will slow me 24 volting down. Right, you ready for it?
I'm ready for heat. You ready?
Go, heat.
Heat.
That's it, just hit it. We actually got fuel again. Yeah, we got fuel. There's lots on the floor down here. Got fuel. Not much coming round, but we've got a bit coming off. Right, you heating?
Right, I'm heating.
Ooh! Off the heating.
Off the heat.
We must be getting, I don't know if we're getting any description of fuel coming out of these injectors at all.
It sort of goes, oh, no.
Yeah, I think these two batteries actually test on a load tester really well. So that's we five mouse nests and a nest and a load of dead stuff in here, because we didn't really bother checking that, did we? No, so she is just straight in. It's got an air filter the size of a dustbin lid. We could be a bit crazy and give it some Directo sniff.
Straight in.
Well, we've probably got just about enough battery power left to have a go at it. You'll like that.
Everyone likes a bit.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Right, have I just hit it? I'm going to bit of heat.
Okay, heaty.
we is out of battery, boy. This big Iveco one load tests really nicely. I do wonder whether fuel pump is turned on, isn't it?
Yeah, should there be another, because they've got a spade connector on the side of the pump here as well, shouldn't there be another thing connected to that?
Oh, I might find out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if we haven't got. That one's shut down then. That's over fuel. We'll try it on that one, I suppose. What's the worst that can happen? I suppose the other choice is we could actually do some description of how much we haven't got the injector pump turned on then. Right, you're giving it some heat?
I'm giving it some heat.
Right. Ooh! Right, I think we may have managed to ascertain. What did it shit at you?
It squirted its
Oil.
power steering fluid.
Ah,
Yeah, she's bloody.
right. So the starter motor jammed, and I think that was just most likely brake cleaner, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've killed the starter motor. Going to blow my head off with something in a minute, aren't I? So, has that completely killed the starter motor? Oh, you want to see what it's done to me battery terminal? No, that's brought the battery terminal back round again. So I think we have unstuck the starter motor. Do we dare go
Should we
for
try
it?
it on 12 just to see whether it is?
It was very, very lethargic on 12, wasn't it?
Because she spun over like a stabbed rat.
She was barking a
She
bit.
was fast. It didn't actually make me jump.
So in theory, it might not be a 24-volt starter motor, and he was going a bit crazy at it. Right.
I'm going to stand over this side a little bit with the heaters.
Didn't spit any engine oil at you, though, did it?
No. Right, do you want some heat?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, heaty.
It ain't very good on 12 volt.
No.
Upping it a bit, but I think it. No, like it. Right. Heaty.
Heaty.
I don't know whether I've got sign of some fuel here.
You have?
Could be some in. We. Bravery. Right. I reckon that will just chunk it dead. But you heating?
Heaty on.
Oh, she's firing instantly on the brake. I wonder if we just haven't got. I'll go for a bit more brake. That is cruel, horrible, man. Right, heat.
Heaty.
Maybe some throttle might help.
Oh dear God.
Oh no. Yeah, he's trying. He's got some compressionals, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, you on the heat?
Back on the heat.
It just don't turn over fast enough, does it?
No.
Right, so after looking at some YouTube tutorials, we had realised that we haven't got the fuel sender thingy plugged in properly. We've got 2 flat batteries. Bobo, no open we. I reckon we need to give it a bit of fuel advance that we can pull out if it goes batshit. So, I think if I char this in here,
Yeah.
because that's, matey was saying, I don't know, it's a bit worrying this, isn't it? Because what we don't want it to do is go mental. So if we poke this through under hither, like that, poke that in there, bend that round there, that gives me a throttle.
Excellent.
This is going to go horribly wrong, isn't it?
Quite possibly.
Yeah. Right. You heat it.
Okay.
I'll
I hit this, you hit that.
Yeah, hang on. All right, I got my throttle. If this thing goes mental, I could just open it a wee bit. Hook it round there, like that. Right, you heating?
I think he's dropped back.
All right, I'll do. I don't want too many of the revolutions. It's going to escape. Right, you heating?
I'm heating.
Starter motor's cacked itself again now. Jammed. Hang on. Let me go and wobble on the flat in a minute. I need to spend some money on this, you know. It doesn't seem to want to work. I think these batteries are a bit flat, you. Nothing's working now. Oh, I see why. It's melted the terminal off the starter motor.
Ah.
I'll just do that up a minute. Oh, da-da. That's a 16, that's 17. Yeah, the starter feeds come loose. Oh, nothing is really working today, is it? Why is that hanging off? Ah, that's because I've got the wrong size spanner. We should have been mechanics, you know, Fudgy. We'd have known what we were doing then.
I'm quite happy with this office job.
Yeah. That's what my school careers advisor told me to do. Right, I think I might have my starter motor back. I'll just give it a try a minute. Wrong bit of wire. Where's the other bit of wire I was using? There. Mate, nothing. Have I killed the starter motor? Come on, I killed the starter motor solenoid. Or something. Unless me. It's not doing the clunk clunks anymore. Bugger. It's not doing the sausage.
Oh.
Might have to take starter motor off again.
Bugger.
Bugger. Well, we sort of got it to cough.
It did, kind of.
But, well, yes, running on brake cleaner. Round 2 of attempting to get 6.5 litre GMC V8 diesel to start and not kill you. So, last night, after we give up, I stripped the pump down, cleaned all the brown googe out of it, established that that wire there is the shut off. I don't quite know what this one does. It's some description of advancing thingy.
Okay.
So, I WD'd the insides of it to death, filled it up full of Denzil, and put the lid back on, and We have revitalised the starter motor as best we can because it's rubbish. The quality is just appalling.
Yeah.
So in theory, I don't think it's bled up, but you're on the heat starts.
Yeah.
Have you got an old man cushion, or are you quite happy?
I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
We must have more old man cushions.
I did have one. I'll put
Yeah.
it somewhere.
Have you put it somewhere different? Yeah. It must be here somewhere.
Ah, I know where I put it.
Ah. Right, if this goes spectacularly wrong,
Yes.
and that fuel pump is jammed cracker wide open,
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to pull the fuel can, and when hopefully it'll run out of diesel at some point.
Yeah. Failing that, I can throw my old man cushion into the intake.
There is that as a possibility, but I think the two big spikes sticking up might bugger that idea.
Straight down.
We could try choking it, but
Choke it.
I'm feeling mildly confident. Right, give it some of the heat starts.
Okay.
I'm going to plug. Right, that's the fuel pump alive.
Oh, sparky, sparky.
I'll just get on the throttle there because I've got one of those. This piece of bent metal wire here.
Yeah.
Right, are you heat starting?
Heating.
Right, let's try it. Right,
Off with the heat.
I think sniff.
Sniff.
We think
She
sniff.
was trying.
It's the first time it's sort of tried, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's a perfectly good engine. This doesn't need sniff, but we can try it. Right, you heat, I'll sniff. Let's hope it doesn't go mad.
Okay.
Right?
On the heats.
We got enough of the. We got a bit of the throttles on there, haven't we? Let's give it some more sniff. That won't be a stupid idea. Are you still heating?
I am still heating.
That was on fuel.
By Jove.
By Jove, we might have made
I
it.
think we might have made
Did
it
it work?
smoky.
And it hasn't gone mental and exploded.
No.
Right. Try heating it again.
Okay, I'm on it.
Right. I think that might, it seems like it's running on one bank, but. I think we're just going for a bit of bleeding, don't you?
I think, yeah.
I think she's bleeding up. Certainly spins over better now we've rejuvenated on the starter motor. Right, that's definitely throttle based, so. Has any oils leapt out your side?
No.
No. Right.
No.
We are just checking that we have still got the oils. Yeah, looks like oil.
So is this just for the glow plugs, this wiring down here?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
As soon as I let him off, it cut.
Well, just sort of hang it on. I think that was me faffing around with the throttle.
Okay.
And we'll, because it ain't firing anything else up. Go for it.
Okay.
Heating.
Heating.
Turn it off. That's working.
Yeah.
Fucking horrible to have it. Look at that. Better not run it for too long. It's got no coolant, has it? Run up for a few minutes. I think that's the fuel pump coming around. With our squeaky cab. Got some of the torques. Right, that works.
Lovely.
Oh, well, there we are. What we're going to do with it now? Fusing opera. Basically, so that, I think might obviously need some oil changing and some servicing, but that sounds quite healthy.
It does. It's a lot of talk there.
It is a lot of talk.
I thought it was going to flip over.
Well, yes, yeah. It's only firing out that pea shooter that's about that big, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, can two blokes get a 6.2 litre GMC V8 diesel? Have you seen the state of the atmosphere in here?
It's a bit foggy.
It's a bit foggy in here, isn't it? Anyway, going, yes,
We can.
we can. I didn't think that was going to have it because it wasn't playing ball yesterday, was it? I reckon that pump was stuck.
Yeah. And all that brown gooch.
All that brown googe I pumped out of it last night and the bashing, because I kept wiggling it backwards and forwards with the top off, may have rejuvenated it enough to work. So, I think we've got a 1940s army, four-wheel drive army lorry that's in need of that.
I think we do.
I think we do. We'll have to forklift it out of the way and then see if Lindsay wants it for his new project.
Yeah.
Don't know about you, it's freezing.
It is.
I think I'm going to take it and go home.
Yeah.
Right, thank you very much, guys. There you go. And we didn't kill ourselves.
No,
And the smoke has cleared.
it has.
Ow, fudge. 60 diesels.